I'm Stavros. Good morning and welcome to Emerald Truck and Van in French Park, County Roscommon in Ireland. Now I'm here today to drive the IVECO Stralis with 510 horsepower. So I'm really looking forward to showing you all around this truck. We'll also hop inside, I'll show you all the interior features, and then I'll be taking it out on the road for a test drive. And it's fully loaded as well, guys, so it'll be a great test to see what this truck is capable of. So this is the Emerald Truck and Van Centre. We've got a bunch more Ivecos here, and I'll also show you the interior of the XP 570 Iveco Stralis here as well. We'll have a look at that when we come back on our test drive. So yeah, let's get cracking with the 510 Stralis. Let's go. Okay, just walking around the Iveco Stralis then. Just finished here in plain white. We have the high cab here. Now you can get a lower cab if you wish. But let's just walk in here. We can turn on the lamps here. We have the remote control, so you can lock and unlock your cab and turn on your lights. So we have the daytime running lamps, our LEDs, and the rest are halogen lamps. And we have the grille there, finished nicely with this chrome strip, and also the Iveco logo, nicely done in chrome look to it. Nicely finished. And open up the grille there, very easy to pull it out and check all your fluids. We have our coolant level here. Very easy to check that. We have our oil, top up your oil and check your oil dipstick there. And we have our washer bottle here. So all pretty easy to check there in behind the grille. And your cab bushings, you can grease them. There's a grease nipple there. So keep them nice and greased up. And just close up our grille there. And we have two steps there. You can climb up and clean your windscreen. And we have our sun visor there on top. Now there is no air horns, just an ordinary horn in behind the grille, and we'll hoot that later on and see what it's like. We have our exhaust after treatment system box there, and a full air deflector kit at the back of the cab with the Iveco logo at the back, and we have our catwalk light there. I've no idea why that's yellow, but there you have it, and our air suspension system. Just to keep the cab nice and comfy at the back. Let's have a quick peek in at the engine here. Yeah, the 12.9 litre diesel engine, straight six, and your air tank. And we have a mid lift there, that's a steer axle also. And this is handy as well. Look, we can connect our positive there and our negative here if you want to jump start another truck, which is nice to have. Let me just turn back on those lights and you'll see the LED rear lamps. They are a nice touch, and we also have all the batteries are underneath that cover there. So I'm just going to quickly walk around here. Now there is an awful lot of features on this truck for the price, so it's at a very good price, and you should check it out if you want to know more about the pricing on these trucks. But given the power of the truck, it is priced quite well. Now we have a 430 litre diesel tank, and this is an 80 litre AdBlue tank. But yeah, that's more or less the outside of the Iveco Stralis. Now I'm going to open it up and have a quick look inside. So yeah, let me just open it up there, give you guys a look. Okay, so we have three steps leading up into the cab. Now it is a fully automated gearbox. We've another truck starting up there. This is another tipper truck there. Your tracker tipper truck Iveco. That's 410 horsepower in that. And that's fully loaded as well. 32 tonne gross on that truck. So is he going to drive off? He'll head away shortly. Okay, let me just show you the outside lockers as well. This is very good because it has two of these, one at either side. So you can keep all your smelly items in there. Very good. Off he goes. And the AdBlue tank there as well. And that's a Fitzgerald's body on the back of that as well. Built by Fitzgerald's. Yeah, so getting back to the Stralis. Now we do have an electronic opening for the locker here at the side. And we have two of these lockers, one at either side. So we have a big box there. But it is quite spacious in there, and there's equally as much space on the one on the passenger side. So yeah, your door card here, you have storage here and also up here. and we have a reflector there as well on the Stralis. So yeah, as I said, it's a 12-speed fully automated gearbox, and oh yeah, we have the remote control there for rising and lowering your back axle. We have all the adjustment for your seats, your lumbar support, and they're also heated, and the Iveco logo there on the seat. Okay, let's hop inside and have a quick walk around and see what we have. Now the bed, I lay on the bed earlier. Now it is a bit hard, but you can get more comfortable mattresses if you wish. Let me just lift up the bed and give you guys a look underneath. You can gain access to the outside lockers by lifting up the bed, and let me just drop that back down, and I can pull out this and show you that we do have a compartment here for storing more items underneath the bed. So nice holders there as well for cups if you wish. And we have this is very handy as well. Look, you have a little storage compartment there, and we can pull that out, and we can pull this back, and we have a little cooler box. So yeah, small enough cooler box there, more cup holders in here, and we do have an armrest for the driver's seat. You can also use this as an armrest if you wish. That would be handy. So let's get that back up, and I'm just going to show you the top bunk here. Let me just get this clip off, and we can slide that down. It's very easy to slide it down. It's on little struts there, you'll see. And yeah, this is pretty hard enough up on top here as well, but these top bunks wouldn't be used very often in these trucks. But there's just so much storage in this truck. All these little storage cubby areas here and over here. It's just, and on the other side as well. Yeah, I can't get over the amount of storage areas in this truck. Now let's just clip that back up. It's very easy to hold it in place there. And up top here as well, we have two lockable lockers, which is very good to have in a truck. So if you do have two drivers, you can lock all your separate stuff on separate lockers. So your two lockable lockers there, and the one on the same on that side. And now this is quite odd as well, right? We have a USB connection and auxiliary input up here. So what is it doing up here when it should be down on the dashboard? So that's just another thing that needs looking at, and more storage up here as well. Okay, so that is your dashboard layout. Everything is easy to hand, easily reachable from the driver's seat. Let's just move over here and pull this open. That is your fuse box, and that I just have it unscrewed there just to show you in behind. So you have storage in there. Now you can get an option for a fold-out table here if you wish, but that is what's on this particular highway version. But yeah, the divider on the window there, I wouldn't be too happy with that on the side windows, but the visibility out of the windscreen is quite good, and we have a great blind there. I'll show you shortly. It goes the whole way down, covering the windscreen. So I think that blind is a great feature to have on a truck, covering all your windscreen if you wish. And we do have the side blind here as well for the driver's side, so that's quite good. So let's go down through some of what we have here. We have this fold out compartment in here, and our 12-volt socket, and we also have a compartment here, and also here we have another compartment for storing your cards, another cup holder there, and our stereo system. I'll show you that shortly because that is a nice unit. Yeah, okay, so we'll sit into the driver's seat and go down through more controls. Okay, let's start it up and see what the engine sounds like. Welcome on board. Okay, you'll just hear the buzzer there. It just gives a quick buzz just to let you know that the buzzer is working when you start the engine. But yeah, pretty clear enough layout here. We have our rev counter, engine temperature, fuel gauge, speedometer there. And let's just zoom into this display here. Now you see we have our oil gauge on our air pressure gauges. Now this display here, it would be nice if that was a bit bigger, and we have our indicator there to let us know what gear we're in. So yeah, I'm just going to go down through some of the menus here. So we have our adaptive cruise control, which is brilliant. I always like adaptive cruise control. And let me just move down through some of the menu and just give you an idea of what else we have. So yeah, we have our oil there, and that is your driver card information. And back to the oil again, and let me see, can I find something else? Yeah, I'm just going to move down to trip data. Let's see what's on trip data. So let's just press OK on that. So yeah, you'll see our average speed there, total distance covered, and let me just move down a bit. Yeah, we have fuel consumption there. So yeah, just moving out. So that's a nice display there. But when you're going down through your menu here, okay, down through the menu there, it would be good if the up and down buttons were over on this side, instead of having to go down through your menu here and then press this to go up and down. So maybe that needs a bit of a rethink, but that's just my opinion. But yeah, this is your gear selector. So we have drive, neutral, reverse, just simple buttons there on the dashboard. I'm just going to knock the engine back off. And we also have our hill hold function. That is for your cruise control and our adaptive cruise control, as I said, which is brilliant. And we have our PTO switch. We have our lane departure warning, another nice safety feature. Interior lights. Over here we have, that is for your sunroof. So you can tilt that up there. Let's just get that back down for your sunroof. And as I said, we have the blackout blind here for the windscreen, and it also operates as a sun visor, of course, keeping out the sun out of your eyes. But yeah, and that's your lift function for your mid lift. This is a nice unit. Now, it's not fitted with sat nav. You can get the SD card, but you'll see it there as an option. Stick in your SD card and you will have satellite navigation. But a nice screen there, all your different menus, and pair up your phone with Bluetooth and various other things you can do with that screen. I like that. Now over here we have a battery isolator switch. We have an auxiliary heater, your night heater, and more interior lights there. But yeah, your handbrake, of course. And over here we have our catwalk light. We have more exterior lights there, fog lights, more lamp switches here. And over here we have our differential lock and our cab tilt function. So this is an electronic cab tilt, which is very good. And this is your traction control switch and your speed limiter. And over here we have the electric windows, of course, which are adjustable and heated, and the buttons there on the steering wheel. So let me just turn it on and give you a hoot of the horn. Okay, so that's it. Let's start this up, hit the road, and see what it's like. Okay, so here we are.
We're ready to rock. Move, man.
I'm joined by John McGarry. John, just move forward there so that they can see you.
Just
forward, over there to the that one.
Oh my God, such an angle to put the camera like.
I'm joined.
Usually when you're talking to somebody, you're looking at them, but now I'm actually looking away from somebody. So,
okay,
I'll be back.
We have it in drive, and yeah, handbrake off. Let's go. I'm joined by John McGarry. Now, John, you are in charge of Emerald Truck and Van, and John kindly invited me up today to take a test drive of the Iveco.
Keep going.
So,
the car and pull in.
Yeah, but yeah, I can. Now the gearbox, John, very smooth. ZF box.
Yes.
The Hitronics box.
Yes.
Yeah. Very smooth.
I don't think you get any smoother.
Now,
if you got anything smoother, that would be too smooth.
Yeah. Now they say that it changes gear 10% faster than before on the old Stralis.
That was in the old the previous model ZF box. Yeah.
10% faster. So and John, we have a new rear axle as well. We do have a new rear axle, which is 45 kilos lighter than the previous Stralis, and it also has a newly revised stabilizer bar, so it doesn't hang down as much as the old one, John.
Yeah, well, that's all part of the XP, and it's really a completely different truck than what your conventional Stralis is.
Yeah, she's pulling quite well there now. Now this truck has 2,300 Newton meters of torque. So yeah, she's pulling well. Now the gearbox, it would be nice if it was a bit faster. You know, it's not very fast, but it's not too bad either.
Yeah, but I think
you know,
you have a complete mechanical, very smooth transition between the engine and gearbox and final drive.
I have the cruise control set at 80 kilometers now, and it's just revving at just above 1000 RPM. Now that's the lane departure warning, so we have the lane departure warning on, just to keep us in lane. And adaptive cruise control, great. But yeah, she's revving in quite low there now at 80 kilometers, John.
Yeah, that's that is at 90 k's you're looking at 11.8, and at 80 k's I think it's just over 10.
Yeah, so that's quite good now.
So you have a lot of you save a lot of engine wear, gearbox wear, and final drive wear. Yeah. You know, at any like according to IVECO, the XP is at any given ground speed, everything mechanical is on at 7% less.
Right. And they say as well there's about a 10% or 11% improvement in fuel efficiency to the old.
Yeah, but that comes from the gearbox. Yeah. There's
the rear axle as well.
There's the rear axle, it's the engine revs, it's a completely different truck right through.
But yeah, I was mentioning about these dividers here on the windows. I wouldn't be too happy with them now.
Well, you see, you're never going to please everybody.
Yeah.
And you know, the upside of that is you're probably never going to replace the window motor.
Yeah.
You know, you're only opening a small bit of the window.
Oh, that's a good point.
It goes up and down. You know, so you know you know that's one of the good points about it. And it's not in the view of your mirror.
Yeah.
You know, it's.
Yeah, it's not in the view on the left. It's just on this side. I would like it if it was maybe gone. But look, you can't have everything.
Yeah, but you know, it's a matter of getting used to. There are different things that you say, but it's just a matter of getting used to everything.
So, John, the power band on this Stralis 510 is between 900 and 1560 RPM. So the power band is coming in quite low in the rev range. Now, I took a quick spin earlier on with John. It was pitch dark because I arrived early.
Since 6 o'clock this
morning. And my first impression was when I came down this hill to this turn off, I was very impressed with the engine brake. For an engine brake, a two-stage engine brake, it's actually very good. And remember, we have 42 ton gross on. Now just look at how much it's pulling me. I haven't dabbed the brakes at all. Now I'm dabbing the brake. So like that impressed me, John. On the engine brake, that is quite strong.
Yeah, so I've driven other new lorries with engine brakes, and this is as good as it gets. Yeah. And
so the yeah, she's just tipping away nicely now. Now I'm going to stop at the stop sign here, and just to see, does she go into third gear quite quickly, because we're in 6th gear now. Okay, so we're just going to stop at the junction here and just see what gear she goes into third. Okay, so I'm just wondering, John, would we not be better off just knocking it down a gear into second?
If it says third, it should be calibrated by the airbags and
by the back axle, the load sensor. The
load sensing system, that third is the gear for it. And from the amount of driving I've done on this, it's always in the right gear.
All right, okay. Yeah. Because sometimes I feel, am I wearing the clutch slightly, or?
No, I don't. There was no hopping, there was no jumping, there was no turbulence, nothing. It was just.
No, the gear changes are smooth, all right. Yeah. Now
they are smooth, and there's no rattle from the diff on a gear change either.
Yeah. You know. Now, one other point, John, I'd point out is that grabbing that top step with your right foot is not the best. You know, it kind of reminds me of the DAF. Well, the way you have to angle in your foot.
For a short fella like me, I don't have any problem with it. But I see your point.
Yeah. But yeah, we're just going to come around here now and get back out onto the main road and see what she's like to pull off again. Okay, it's just working away on its own. We're up to 9th gear. We're up to 10th. Let's just see now how soon it'll go up into 12th.
There was a little pull there now. There is a little pull there.
Yeah.
Because when we were coming back, this is where we used our engine brake, and
yeah,
we carried a lot of momentum.
Yeah, yeah. There is a slight bit of a hill there now. Yeah. So we're in 11th gear now. We're at 70 kilometers. Let's just see when it's going to go up into 12th. Probably when we level off here now. Oh, it's still in 11th.
If you lift your foot slightly off, if you're not pop 12th.
Let's see now. Yeah, there you go. It's straight into 12th.
Yeah, like, you know.
Yeah. Okay, we're
like
back at 8.
Automatic gearbox in a truck. You know, if you prompt them or short shift them, as we call it, and just give them a click of the lever, you're straight away into the gear. If you feel the truck needs it before the technology, sometimes you can just be better, you know, just by prompting it yourself. But we do have manual control as well with the right hand lever here, just up and down through your gears. So it's good to have the manual control. Because say for instance, John, if you're coming around the bend and you immediately hit a steep hill, you know, you want to be able to drop it down quick. Yes.
You know, because sometimes all trucks will start fishing for gears.
Exactly.
You know, if they don't know, oh, all of a sudden I'm on a hill.
And if you're in the wrong gear for a second, it's too long.
Yeah.
You know, you're nowhere then.
Yeah. But yeah, it's driving quite well, John. Yeah, it is very comfortable now. But yeah, we'll make our way back to base, but this truck is driving quite well. Back from the drive in the Stralis. They're just heading off on another test drive. Take care, guys. But yeah, I quite like the drive in it now. You know, comfortable, and for 2,300 Newton meters of torque, I thought it coped quite well. Quite a good puller, that truck. And we also have the XP 570, so let's go over and have a look at this. And you see at the front as well, it does differ. We have the silver accents there all around the bumper and also on the grille, and your XP badge there, and also the silver pieces there on the air deflectors on your 570 XP Stralis. Okay, let's just walk around. We have the Alcoa aluminium wheels, and your AdBlue tank and the fuel tank are the same size as the one I drove, the 510. Now we have the mid lift there. You can lift that. That is a steering axle. You can get a 17.5-inch smaller wheel there if you want, but remember that that is not a steering axle. It's only just for carrying extra weight, but that is your optional aluminium tanks, so to cut down even more weight. But yeah, that's how it looks at the rear. Pretty much the same as the 510. Can I just hop in there, boys? Thanks. We have the 3 steps leading up into the cab, and we have the Stralis, nice carpet mat, and the remote control there. And we have the leather driving seat and passenger seat, and somebody hiding there. It's too late, you're on camera now. And we have heated and cooled seats on this model, and we have a leather steering wheel, and also the air conditioning system is different as well to the 510. So yeah, that's pretty much how it differs on the interior. Let me just close that door, because I just want to walk down through some of the other trucks that are here. So we have the Tracker here. That is a 32-ton gross, your 4-axle tipper, the 8-wheelers they call them, but 410 horsepower on that. Now it doesn't have the sub chassis. It's just let me just give you a quick look at the chassis there. Yeah, there is no sub chassis on that. And over here we have another tipper truck there. That is your 18-tonner Iveco. And quickly walking down here, we have this little 7.5-tonner, your Iveco Eurorider. Nice tipper little body on that. Let's just have a quick look at the back here. Yeah, you can see your tipping gear there. So yeah, you can tell it's a 7.5-ton because we have 75 there and then 160 horsepower. And then we have the curtain sider here, your Eurorider curtain sider. And if we move in here, quite easy. It's a 12-tonner and 190 horsepower, and the L is for low. So it's low to the ground, the body. And it's also on 17-inch or 17.5-inch wheels. But that is your little handy Eurorider for all your city deliveries. And then just moving along, we have the Iveco daily van, chassis and cab. And we also have a smaller curtain sider there. That is your 7.5-ton. And the 12-ton beside it, as I said. But yeah, that's pretty much how it looks here at Emerald Truck and Van. Okay guys, Lotus wants to say hello. Lotus! Hey! How are things? Lovely dog. Well, alright, it's still raining bad here, boys. Yeah, that's the resident dog. The lord of the manor. Yeah, so we're just inside here, and we also have an Iveco daily van on display for everyone to walk around and have a look at. Very well priced, that van as well, so get on to John McGarry if you want to know how much that van is, and a few extras on it too. So yeah, everyone's inside just having a bite to eat, nice soup and sandwiches, so the hospitality has been very nice here at Emerald Truck and Van. So yeah, I really enjoyed my day here today and driving the Stralis 510 horsepower. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up today, guys. I do hope you enjoyed the video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and I'll chat to you all again next weekend for another video. So until then, take care, guys. Cheers! And we have the Iveco Stralis here for sale. This is a 2008 model. It's got 450 horsepower, 553,000 kilometers, and it's yours for €7,000. Contact John McGarry.